Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Tats, and I'm back with another video. And yeah, today it's not really a new release, kind of a 4K review, but we're going to do 4K reviews of new releases of old releases, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I got a couple of good ones today. At least ones I really like to talk about. And one of them is actually a brand new upgrade for me. It's from, I didn't have this on 4K before. I didn't, I had the Blu-ray, but now I'm upgrading to the 4K Steelbook, and yeah, I just wanted to show you a few other things I got to, if you don't mind. And yeah, it's like Friday the 13th, was the other day, so you know, being the name of my channel is Terror and Tats, so obviously not just terror movies and stuff, but I do love tattoos. So I went and got some new ink the other day. I got this one here. One thing I love about Friday the 13th. I love the sales. So I got this one here, The Witch. So I got a Grim Reaper here on my shoulder. I'm not taking my shirt off. I'll spare you guys that image. But then on my leg here, I got it's kind of like a spider where I like it, because like the body is almost shaped kind of like a jack-o'-lantern and stuff. So, so yeah. So, you know, uh, personally, I think, as far as my channel has been going, yeah, I've been doing pretty good on the tarot part, but kind of lacking in the tats part. So, yeah, so nice to finally get some new tattoos. But anyway, so yeah, hang on. So let's sit down and let's look at, enjoy, let's hang out, chill out, spend some time together. And I got snacks, got some Reese's peanut butter cup hearts. So, come on, guys, grab a drink, grab a snack, enjoy, be with me. So anyway, here we go. Sorry. I know you guys are sitting here thinking, like, yeah, I really want to watch a video of this idiot stuffing his face, but okay, so these are just a few pickups that I got, and we got one DVD, and I know you guys are thinking, like, seriously, you're still buying DVDs? What the hell? Okay, but I got this one the other day. This is a 4-pack, the TCM Greatest Classic Film Collection. This one has Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Freaks, The Haunting, and House of Wax. Now, I got this edition for two reasons. Okay, number one, I got it for here on Body Bags. Here pretty soon, we're gonna do a week where we review horror films from 1941, and I decided I'm gonna go with Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, the one with Spencer Tracy and Ingrid Bergman. So I got this. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, hey, genius, you do know that Warner Archives not too long ago just put out a Blu-ray of, sorry, of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So you could have gotten that on Blu-ray. Now, both The Haunting and House of Wax, both of those I already have on Blu-ray. But I figured, okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and get this one. And I do know that there is a Blu-ray available, but I went ahead and went with this. So I could, use that for when I do my review of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but you can probably hear my neighbors. But also, too, the main reason I got this was for Freaks. Now, I know this is another case of you're sitting here, going like, dude, I thought you were supposed to be, like Mr. Horror guy and all this, and you never had a copy of Freaks, a classic, And honestly, no, I never had a copy of this. So finally able to get Freaks into my collection. And as at least to my knowledge, I don't think that there is a Blu-ray available of Freaks just yet. But yeah, so this will do me just for right now. And then maybe once we ever get a Blu-ray release of Freaks, then yeah, I could probably just get rid of this, upgrade these two to Blu-ray, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. So anyway, so I got that. And got a couple of Blu-rays. Let me explain myself here, okay? Because I know a couple of these are on 4K, but this one is not. This one I got is Sliver. Sharon, Sharon Stone, Inner Prime, and it's like, yeah, I remember those days. It's like it was a good time to be a teenage boy. The time of Sliver and Basic Instinct and stuff like that. Sharon Stone in her prime is like, yeah, that was a good time to be a teenage boy with raging hormones. So, finally got this. I had this on DVD, but now upgrading it to Blu-ray. So we got Sliver. Now, like I said, these two I know they're on 4K, but I Know What You Did Last Summer on Blu-ray. This is the standard Sony release, which I don't even know why I just said that. It's not like one of the boutique companies got a hold of this. The 4K is put out by Sony. And I got this one too, Happy Death Day to You on Blu-ray. And both of these I got for dirt cheap. You know, they pretty much were just trying to get rid of them. This one I got for $4. This one I got for, it was about 10. But the thing is, I know what you're probably saying. It's like, dude, you know, like, yeah, both of these are on 4K. Why did you just go with the regular Blu-ray? It's like, this one, I don't think I really need to go into too much, you know, explanation as to why I just, instead of, you know, shelling out $33 for a 4K of this, I just paid $4 for this on Blu-ray. I have the first one on Blu-ray, and that one I think I only bought for $4 as well. So I got both of these on Blu-ray for like a total of $8. You know, so not a bad deal. But just honestly, like, these are just movies I just don't really feel like I need them in 4K. You know, they're just you know, this one I haven't even seen yet, and I've heard people say, like, you know, I watched the first Happy Death Day, and that one was pretty good. This one I've heard is not as good, so, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if I could have gotten both of these on 4K for $4 each, yeah, I would have gone for it. But just, I don't know, just to me, these aren't really movies I need in 4K. Now this one here, I know this one. This one on the 4K usually goes for like $20-25 depending on where you get it. And honestly, it's like, this really, in terms of slasher movies and stuff, this really is not my favorite in terms of slasher films. It's one of my very least favorite slasher movies. And honestly, I don't really feel like I need this. So I was just happy just to get this one on Blu-ray for cheaper price. And the second movie, you know, I think that one's got a Blu-ray too. And honestly, that's one of those situations, if I ever come across, these are just not my favorite movies. Okay, I'm not trying to put down anybody who do like these movies. It's just, these are not my favorite slasher movies. So like this one and the second one, I know there's a Blu-ray of the second one, but if I ever come across that one, I could get that one for a dirt cheap price. I'll just pick that one up too on Blu-ray. These are just not movies I feel like I need in 4K. But, and last but not least, you know, now we're going to get on. I got 3 Steelbooks, and this one here, I think you already guessed. We got because I got the first 3, I need this one too. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. You tell it's a little dinged right there. But Jason's body has disappeared from the morgue. And I know everybody's already shown this off, so with the disc. Sorry about the glare there, but you know, Jason, you know, killing the morgue attendant. So yeah, so nice to finally get this one too. So we got the first 3. We got, you know, now we got number 4 to add into it, and honestly, I'm hoping they go right up to the top, man. I'll buy these. These are really awesome. I do have the Scream Factory box set, I know. But just, man, these Steelbooks, these are really, really hard to, you know, these are really hard to ignore. It's beautiful gloss finish and everything else. These look amazing. So I had to get that. All right, now to the main reason. Yeah, almost 9 minutes into the video. Okay, this one here, this is the one that I didn't have in 4K until now. And I upgraded this. I was actually able to get this for a good deal from Amazon. And the price had gone up now, but anyway, we got Cloverfield. This is the new 4K Steelbook. And yeah, one thing that bothers me about, okay, I don't mind that they're doing the, you know, you got the nice slipcover here, you know, but here's the thing though, it's like, you notice that there, boom, nothing, right? And nothing on the side, nothing like that. Kind of a waste of opportunity, because like, let's look at like the Saw, you know, slipcover, and like you turn around, you look in the back. There you go. Got that there. Like all the info is on the back, you know. And then plus you get it on the, you know, you get the name of the movie on the spine and everything else. So yeah, just kind of to me, that's kind of a missed opportunity. I think, you know, Paramount really could have taken a page from Lionsgate's book. You know, if you're going to do this, you know, you could have, you know, really made that that slip cover a little bit more interesting, but this here is kind of really not much to it. Then we got the, yeah, here we go. We got this here, Cloverfield. And then we got the back, the city in ruins and everything. And yes, this does come with a, digital code. And if, when I redeem my code, yes, I did get the 4K version. So hopefully you should be able to get the 4K version. And we open up the inside of it. Got the two discs, the 4K and the Blu-ray. Just your kind of typical, like Paramount look, black on the, black on the 4K, kind of silver on the Blu-ray, and then we got this here. So that's the inside of it. Now, I'm going to be honest. Like I said, I never had this on 4K until now. This is me upgrading from the standard Blu-ray release. And in terms of the picture quality and the sound quality, I mean, it looks, yeah, it's very good. It looks, it looks fine and everything. But I think for some people, though, I think for some people, they might feel this movie looks a little too polished in 4K. It looks a little too good in 4K. But, because it's supposed to be found footage and it's supposed to be kind of a, but the thing is we know, like, this is, usually, like, found footage movies, you're thinking of, like, Blair Witch Project or, Cannibal Holocaust or Paranormal Activity. Something that's kind of, like, really, really, like, really subtle and everything. Where this is clearly, it's a big budget, kind of a blockbuster spectacle kind of film and everything. So, so I think for some people, like, on 4K, this might look a little too, like, a little too, it's a little too much, like, they could have really, like, So I think for some people, like 4K may be a little bit too much for this, but still, it does look really good. You do get an incredible amount of detail, but yeah, obviously this movie was shot in high resolution, high definition. So yeah, so you're gonna get an amazing amount of detail and stuff. A lot of detail in the city, a lot of detail of, especially like when they're in certain, the characters are in certain places or certain stores or something like that. Like one thing you can see, you keep seeing a lot of like the dust drifting down, and you can see a lot of the damage done to the city and things like this. So it's like yeah, it's kind of a, that's the thing. It's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to Cloverfield on 4K, and it looks amazing, but at the same time, for something that's supposed to be like very, very low res, just kind of handheld camera and all that kind of stuff, it looks a little too cleaned up for that. But still, I'm happy to have it, and I do like it in 4K. I am happy to own this in 4K. I don't think it's a gigantic. I don't think it's a really gigantic difference from the Blu-ray. Yeah, kind of checking it out, it's kind of like I could see some minimal differences, but not huge. But still, I'm glad to finally get this on 4K, and I kind of had a feeling this would look great. I'm kind of like I know because 10 Cloverfield Lane, I know that one's on 4K, and I like that movie. That movie's really good, and I really want to get that one too on 4K. But now I'm kind of like, I wonder if I should maybe just kind of, because I have it on Blu-ray, I wonder if I should just hold off and see if that one's going to get like a Steelbook release too, so that way I can have both of these together on 4K Steelbook. So I'm kind of thinking about that. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll tell you like what is on here. We got the J card here, and I don't think that there's anything new. I think everything is just kind of imported over, so I don't think that there's anything new. Now the picture quality, it's like you get the HDR, you get Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision. Yeah, and then so disc 1, you get the commentary by director Matt Reeves. Disc 2, you get the bonus features, commentary. You get special investigation mode, document 01-1808, the making of Cloverfield visual effects. I saw it. It's alive. It's huge. Clover Fun, deleted scenes with optional commentary, deleted endings with optional commentary. So, yeah, so I know that this is nothing really new, but for me it is, because like I said, this is something that, I've never had. I've had it on Blu-ray, now I get to have it in a nice 4K and everything else. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it, and I got it for a good price. And yeah, and that's the thing, is like I don't mind buying movies on 4K. I've said it before. I don't mind buying movies I really enjoy on 4K if I can get them for a good price. And this is a movie I do enjoy. So yeah, happy to have it overall. So. And this one here, this is one, I had the standard edition of this on 4K, and now I'm just upgrading to the Steelbook, which I'm actually kind of glad that I did. We have They Live, John Carpenter's They. Look at that. It's almost like a 3D effect, isn't it? They did a really nice job with the Steelbook for They Live. And They Live is a great movie. I don't think I need to tell you that. It's a great movie. John Carpenter and, the late, great Roddy Piper doing awesome, and then Keith David. I mean, come on, how could he... man. The Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, The Thing, all that kind of Men at Work, and all that kind of... How can you not love Keith David? Just, he's so awesome. But anyway, excuse me. Great movie, and yeah, it's really, I had this, yeah, I know I had this on standard edition, but now, but look at that. Look at how they did that Steelbook. You get on the back here, too. Yeah, I really like the way they did that on that Steelbook. That looks awesome. So, yeah. And we got the inside. I do want to say, that's the thing. I should have waited, but I sold off my standard release because I knew I was getting this. But I do want to say, I think that the cover art on the discs are different from the ones on the standard release, but I don't think that there's anything different in terms of like the... the picture quality or the sound quality. I think it's the exact same. Obey. This is classic. If you've ever followed anything about this movie and everything like this here, this is classic. You already know that. So yeah. So we got the Obey. But like I said, yeah, I do think that the disc art now is different on this one than what it was in the standard release. So, but yeah. So we're really, really happy to get this in gorgeous Steelbook. And I know they had they had those Blu-ray Steelbooks. I remember I saw they had the one for the Fog the other day in my local record store, and I was tempted to pick that up. That was just for the Blu-ray though. I mean, you guys saw I got the 4K one, but I was just kind of like, I don't need like multiple copies of movies in Steelbooks. One is enough. And and the 4K came with the Blu-ray, so it's not like I don't have the Blu-ray. So anyway, yeah, I'm really, really happy though. It's like, this is a nice one, and it was really cool. If you don't have this, I would definitely recommend picking this up. Yeah. And just, that's one thing though too, it's like, in terms of the picture quality and the sound quality, the sound is fine, in terms of the picture quality, sorry. In terms of the picture quality, I do think that some of the daytime scenes were a little too dark. Kind of a little too like overcast in a way, I guess you could say. But a lot of the nighttime scenes really do pop. And there's a lot of, you do get, quite a nice bit of detail when, when he starts to see the aliens and stuff like that. The black and white does kind of look really good, the black and white segments. But overall, yeah, it's a really nice transfer. And that's one thing I could, if you were to ask me, you say, like our John Carpenter movies, on 4K, are those, good to buy? Honestly, for the most part, I would say, yeah. I think it's going to be a pretty safe bet, as far as like John Carpenter movies getting 4Ks. So far as I've seen, everyone that I've ever seen of his has looked rather good. They've all looked really, really good. I think his movies, his movies are preserved well enough that, and his movies do benefit from a 4K release. Now, I can't vouch for Dark Star, but I am really looking forward to the day when we can get some of his other movies on 4K. I'd say, it's a safe investment on John Carpenter movies in 4K. I'm looking forward to In the Mouth of Madness, Assault on Precinct 13, what else? Hell, even his remake of Village of the Damned, I'm willing to buy that because I'm willing to bet that's going to look really good in 4K. I actually don't mind that movie. I actually like his version of, Village of the Damned. But yeah, so that's the thing. If I was going to tell you, like anything that would usually be a safe bet to get in 4K, I would say John Carpenter movies. So yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. I can't wait to, I really, really hope that like Scream Factory or, Arrow or Vinegar Syndrome, somebody does a really good 4K of Big Trouble in Little China. I love that movie. I can't wait to get that one. And then last but not least, we got the bonus features and stuff here. So we got, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Master Audio 5.1 sound. We got, let's see, audio commentary with director John Carpenter and Roddy Piper. Independent Thoughts, interview with John Carpenter. Man vs. Aliens, interview with Keith David. Woman of Mystery, interview with Meg Foster. Watch, Look, Listen, the sights and sounds of They Live, a look at the visual style. Stunts and music with director of photography Gary Kibbe. Stunt coordinator Jeff Amata and co-composer Alan Howarth. Original making of They Live. Never before seen footage from commercials created for the film, theatrical trailer, and TV spots, and still gallery. So yeah, not exactly brand new or anything like that, but really some awesome pickups today. And I'm really happy. Three great Steelbooks, and yeah, some nice discount Blu-rays. Oh, God. And one DVD. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all of this, I thank you for doing it, and I honestly appreciate you for doing it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I promise there are new 4K reviews coming. New release 4K reviews coming. I promise. I got some stuff lined up, but so that's it. So everybody, take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.